Intersect. Any driver are made just after getting behind the wheel, before starting the engine. Here they are. Lock your door. See that your seat is in position. Fasten your seat belt snugly. Check your rear view mirror. Next in this important driving routine, you look and you signal. Use your turn indicator, and it will help to give a hand signal too. Always let other drivers know what you intend to do. When you have a clear road, you may safely pull out into the street and go. As you move down the street, allow plenty of space between you and the car ahead. Suddenly, you'll need time to react and bring your car to a stop. A common maneuver, changing lanes. If you want to move into a lane to the right, check your rear view mirror, but also quickly glance to your right while signaling with your turn indicators. When you decide it is safe, make your lane change, but don't assume anything about what other motorists may do. Except for necessary quick side check glances, keep your eyes front. Looking for street numbers or street names, or getting trapped into watching something interesting can lead to trouble. At the same time, especially in unfamiliar territory, keep alert for signs and indications that will keep you on your route. A quick glance will usually tell you all you need to know. Then, eyes front again. A problem on any street may be the driver ahead who will not give you a clear right-of-way and who weaves from lane to lane in front of you as he apparently goes sightseeing. Hopefully, a note on the horn will prompt him to move into one lane or the other. Cars parked at the curb may present potential hazards. If you have to travel in the lane next to them, be alert for a driver behind the wheel or anyone who may suddenly open a door. Watch for clues such as turned front wheels. This is a warning sign that a driver may move into your path without looking or signaling. Pedestrians may appear from between parked cars without much notice. They include those old enough to know better, and those of any age who may have other things on their minds. In many cities, pedestrians have the right-of-way at the corner or at any designated crosswalk. Watch for them, because they don't always give you time to stop safely when they step out. When it comes to parking your car, pick a space that is long enough and check to the rear for traffic coming up behind you. If it is safe to stop, put your left hand out and down with palm facing to the rear. Pull up alongside the car ahead of your space and about 1 foot away. Your rear bumper should be about even with the parked car's rear wheel to the right. When your front wheels are even with the other car's rear wheels, reverse the steering wheel and continue backing. Your front end to be sure it clears. Your car should be parallel to the curb and not more than a foot away. With practice, you will soon become an expert. In addition to streets, the second city driving situation has to do with intersections. At an intersection where there are no lights or stop signs, approach with caution and quickly check both directions. The driver who enters the intersection first is supposed to have the right-of-way, but don't depend on the other driver doing what he should. Yield to him if he doesn't yield to you. When two cars reach such an intersection at exactly the same time, the car on the left should yield to the car on the right. Where there are traffic lights, spot them well ahead. If you see a light changing to amber, gauge your speed accordingly and don't try to get through unless you already are in the intersection. If you want to make a left turn, plan ahead, signal, and get into the left turn lane as early as possible. Where there are traffic lights and you are first in line, move out into the intersection with your turn indicator on and keep your wheels straight. Even if oncoming traffic does not clear while the light is green, you will usually be able to complete your turn as the light changes, but proceed with caution. Before attempting any left turn, be sure that left turns are not prohibited. Also, some left turns are limited to certain hours of the day. At a corner where there are stop signs only, remember that you must check traffic in all directions. There may be a special kind of hazard on the right. The van driver seems to be waiting to make a left turn himself. But will a car from the hidden lane beyond suddenly shoot through? You'd better count on it. It's the only safe approach. Right turns are easier, but you must blend safely with traffic. Many drivers shy left before starting a right turn, and can be a hazard to anyone behind them. Others cut it too close and go over the curb when they turn right. As with left turns, you have to watch out for corners where right turns are prohibited or restricted to certain hours of the day. In spite of the seeming complexities of city driving, most motorists who get into traffic trouble simply do not have their minds on the job of driving. If you keep your eyes front and try to anticipate situations far enough in advance, if you check traffic to the rear and the lanes beside you, plan ahead for every move, see that you are in the clear, and signal to let other drivers know what you intend to do, your driving decisions will be easier, and you will travel with safety down any city street and through any city intersection.